Today we're going to talk about how to connect a braided stainless line to your Multipure. Some faucets that we're seeing today have a filtered water faucet integrated into the kitchen faucet, and the inlet for the filtered part of that kitchen faucet is one of these stainless braided lines, and so that's what we're going to show you how to connect. This one happens to have a 3/8 inch nut on the end of it. Typically these braided lines have either, this is a 1/2 inch, you can kind of tell that the nut is significantly larger than the tube. A 3/8 inch is almost the same size as the tube itself. So we're going to show you how to connect the 3/8 inch compression nut to the outlet, and we can also show you on the inlet, doesn't really matter, of your Multipure. Most people connect Multipure with tube connections, and these are standard John Guest fittings that you just thread into the top of the housing, and then you plug your faucet tube in, and on the inlet side, you would plug your 3/8 inch inlet. We don't need those, and we can't actually use them for the purposes of connecting a compression line. So what we need are these somewhat specialty parts. So these are brass connectors, brass compression connectors. On one side, you have a 1/8 inch NPT thread. NPT stands for National Pipe Thread. And what that is, it's a 1/8 thread, but NPT means that it tapers just a little bit. And so that will marry into the 1/8 inch thread on the top of your Multipure. On the other end is a 3/8 compression. The only way I've found to get these is complete with the 3/8 inch nut and the little ferrule that's in there as well. So we don't actually use the nut and the ferrule for this installation. So you get your 3/8 inch compression by 1/8 inch NPT, and you're going to Teflon tape that 1/8 inch NPT and put it into the housing, and you want to put a wrench on it, make sure you get a good tight connection on that. Now you can receive the 3/8 inch braided stainless line. Now this one doesn't require Teflon tape because the seal actually occurs. There's a little black rubber gasket already built into the nut here. And so this just will thread right on. In the case of this installation, this would be the outlet going to your filtered water faucet. Remember, you don't want to hardline a Multipure directly into all the cold water line at your kitchen faucet, because then you're wasting a bunch of filtered water. But for this installation, it happens to have a braided inlet line for the filtered water faucet. And likewise, if you have a water supply line that's one of these braided compression lines, you can use the same fitting here. As soon as I get it out, it'll just look identical. So you just want to make sure you have things flowing in the right direction. So inlet onto the side that's kind of offset on the side, and outlet out of the top center. And that's it. So you use that, again, 1/8 inch NPT by 3/8 inch compression brass fitting that you can find online.